Hello, I'm Whisper. This is Dyson's Sphere program. Let's load into our game where we left off. 20, goodness me. Ah yes, I just put that on the network. Alright, I think... Where are we? We should probably... Oh yes, I had forgotten that I'd set up the thingery there. Alright, what do we have here? Let's just go here. So we can see what we have. And we will... I think it's time to put in some titanium, probably here would be a good place. And then from there we might just go and put in the I can't think of the word. Do the graphene, fire ice graphene business. So, how much? You know, if I was smart, I would have put an ILS for the gears here, and I think I'm just going to have to try and be smart even when I'm not. Put the gears here and then we'll pull in all the titanium ore and do titanium smelting there. Where are we? Gears. Titanium ore. Yep. Much better idea. Now, here. Excellent, at least we have something to pull in. Where do we have? I need to go and tap some more, really. Let me guess, something here doesn't have that, but really needs it. Oh, not there. Is it here? Yeah. Now that's a thought. Do we here? Alright, we do have plenty of smelters, so we can do this. Let us guess it doesn't matter which one we use, we'll just copy paste it down. Where is that? That goes in the middle there. There? Seems awfully... yeah, I thought so. Needs to go a bit further out. Now, because these take 2 seconds, or is it 2 or? Let me just double check that statement. 2 or and 2 seconds. So we're only going to get, instead of 30 a second, we'll get 15 a second from each. And we'll call it a smelting column here. So that's pretty much what it is. There we are, titanium plate. Excellent, excellent. All right, now from here, what we can do is if we bring in our fire ice and we go orbital collector, come on, fill her up. Excellent. How many other do we have? We've just got the one, don't we? This is the local planet. This is our other planet. Actually, we should use our smarts and do the same here. We don't need masses of it. Well, technically I suppose we do. Never mind, let's not get too confusing. Now, here is our graphene to fire ice again. Ooh, for a moment there, I was worried. And while I think about it, start by doing this. But we might want to actually connect up our titanium. Oh, choose. Thank you. There we are. Now just double check if I remember correctly, that's 2 a second. 2 graphene and 1 hydrogen a second, so there's 4. Let us, okay, how are we going to do this? It's all going to go down to the end. Yeah. In fact, before we go and do that, let us put down the PLS that we're going to throw this stuff into. You are going to be graphene and hydrogen. Right, time to start stamping. Oops. falls, that's 20 a second. Honestly, that's probably 20. 20 is plenty. Let's not be too silly. Oh, come on. There we are. And again. Yeah. Alright, we should be good there. Don't need any more there. And of these, we really don't need to have them hanging out like this. So just trim. Yep. Hooked up behind the telephone pole. How humiliating. There you go. There you go. I should go like the clappers and give us 20 a second. In a way, we could actually double the length of that. More than double the length of that. That's actually not a stupid idea either. We'll let that run out. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 really. If you go to the outer edge, which does make a certain amount of sense, so we could actually go down to here somewhere. Let's see. About here. I'm probably going to make a massive hash up of this, but never mind. You gotta take a few risks, play around, you never know. You might get something that works well. Okay. And if I do that this way, that actually makes a certain amount of sense, because then I can bring graphene in here, titanium here, and poke. Yes. We can put it. The carbon nanotubes in here as well, which is probably quite a sensible thing to do. Don't quote me on that, alright? At the very least, it is worth trying. Yes, maybe cutting off those, not a smart move at this stage. definitely was not a smart move at this stage. Oh well. I'm going to get that in there, but you put down and then go trim. Right. Okay, here we go. And we'll try that again. Actually, if I was smarter, there I am again. Let's put this down here. Then we can put these here. And that there, which leaves us room for graphene to go out and carbon nanotubes to come in. With a crack. We are chock-a-block there. Didn't really take long, did it? That's the beauty of doing things when you're building. You just throw down a blueprint. Yes, it comes out like the clappers, but then you're waiting for it to build up. But doing it this way, we can do it slightly more usefully. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at our bootstrap for the nanotubes. 1 carbon nanotube per second. And if I remember rightly, the recipe, 4 seconds makes 2, yep. So 1 carbon nanotube a second takes, that divided by 2 is 1.5 graphene, making 20, yeah. We will very easily keep up with this one. Oh, why didn't I just start placing it down? Where's a good spot? About here? Are we far enough across? And this will essentially replace our let's reverse that path since we're bringing graphene from the bottom. This will replace our carbon nanotube and graphene production on our jumpstart planet. Try and sneak in a little. I'll give it a go. No, that looks ugly. Ugly and very much up the wop. We aren't really going to need a whole heap, so we can just split this across. That one in there. I can't skin you through there. I'll just have to put you through this way. Touch messy, but never mind. It's there, that's... we don't need to have that there. Ooh. Tiny a second does fill things up fast, doesn't it? And nah, we'll go the whole hog. To be honest, what I should potentially do is shift that in there, put in a dedicated ILS for the carbon nanotubes, and then also put in room for the hydrogen, which is going to fill up pretty quick. Okay, talk myself into it. I don't have plans for this at this instant, partly because we need to, if we want to do casimir crystals, we'll use these up very fast, but that is a little ways off. It isn't a huge biggie at this time. So, no issues. All right. So I can see a little better. Am I too far down? There. Sometimes tricky to judge these things. Let's see, we'll have that there, and we will have growing nanotubes there. That looks so messy. So very messy. A little bit neater. At any rate, we now have... Hello? Are we... Oh my god, we're already out of... Okay, do we have... How many of these do we have? Let's try, shall we? Oh, we've got 600, which helps. Excellent. Now, looking at how that titanium went, perhaps... We need maybe to tap a bit of their titanium. Where's it coming from? Over there, which is smelter and sender. Ooh, double smelter. Ah, okay, we've got plenty of titanium there. Perhaps... Well, actually, since we are here... It would be nice to get the advanced mining machines eventually. That will have to wait until we get our casimir crystals and the like running. Okay, while we are here, we may as well put copper as well as titanium into this particular PLS. now, do we have room here? Too close. Here? Yeah, we must be. Boy, those ILSs have a massive great area of coverage, don't they? Get you out of there. Right. Alright, that's good enough for the moment, I think. Let's have a save here. I think we'll just make this a shorter game at 21, since we have accomplished a good amount there. I mean, we've got tons of titanium there and over there. We've got tons of graphene, and we have tons of carbon nanotubes. What will happen, basically, is we'll chow down a bunch, fill up the nanotubes, we'll fill up everything. And I guess our next one will be using up that hydrogen with casimir crystals or something. This came through actually pretty decent. I'm a little bit surprised. Oh, I had not realised we'd gone that far. Brilliant. That is a lot of foundations in just half an hour or so. Alright, let's have a quick check to see how things are looking. Is there any dark fog sitting on here? Nope. Excellent. Got to check here. None here. We still kicked them off. They haven't come back. I wonder if they've all run back to here. Ah, yes, we've got 5 on there having a party now. Going to have to kick that off at some point. That will be the original ones from our jumpstart planet, and the one we kicked off the lava planet here a couple of times back. A couple of episodes back times. Very, very technical. Alright, huh. Speaking of that, what do we have in the form of nearby stars? I think that one is probably going to be the one we go for. Looks like it's the closest to. The reason I say that is that it has kimberlite, graphene crystal and sulfuric acid. We definitely need the graphene crystal. Sulfuric acid also. Kimberlite will be a really nice bonus. 7 million of that is pretty darn good. Do we have the kimberlite? So 1 kimberlite makes 2 diamonds. So that is 14 million diamonds. Yeah, that'll keep us going for quite a bit. Alright, I think I've rambled enough. Let's just stick a pin in it and catch you another time. Cheers and enjoy Dyson Sphere program.